You must have seen that mom has beautiful shiny sari on a special occasion. The texture, beauty, and the luster of the fabric grabs a lot of attention and appreciation. But what is this fabric exactly? It's nothing but silk. Yes, now we study about silk. Let us understand what silk is and how fibers obtained. Can you tell me the source of silk fibers? Is it a plant or animal? It's an animal. This small worm called silkworm gave us silk threads. But how we can get threads? Such tiny creatures. And how many threads can this little one give us? Let's get it to know it's the complete process by understanding the silkworm cycle. To begin with the first stage where female moth give eggs on leaf, which plant leaves are prepared the moth. It is the leaf of plant like mulberry which are prepared. So the egg stage is the first stage. The next stage where eggs develop into larvae and larvae are formed some appears like this. Yes, the worm-like structures, the larvae grow in size by feeding themselves on mulberry leaves. So the growth in these gradual. The growth stage of these larvae are also known as scientific name. The stages are called instar. In little term, the instar means the phase between the two molting process of insect larva. So in this case, we can say that larvae grow into 1 star, say 2 star, 3 star, and so on till them feed themselves enough when the larvae contain the amount of food consumed. Thus the leaves the enters into next stage. This stage is resting phase. So for resting all we need is a cozy cover around ourselves, just like blanket that we have taken while the sleeping. Similarly, even these larvae try to make a cover around them. This is when they secrete slimy thread-like structure from the mouth. They swell in head in all directions when secreting the threads. As a result of this movement, a thick coat of thread gets formed around the complete body. This coat is called the cocoon. Did you know this cocoon is of what is the great interest to us because it is the structure that gave us the silk thread after we processing it. Once the cocoon is formed, the larva inside the it enters the next stage of life cycle called the pupa stage. The pupa stage is a whether organism sessile, which means does not usually move and start developing the organs which adult moths have so where the pupa rests inside the cocoon and starts developing into adult. After development complete, the next stage that is the adult stage. The mature moth is ready to break the cocoon and fly away. This is a complete life cycle of silkworm. So now can you tell me how silk is obtained from these animals? The cocoon is the main source of silk thread. Once the pupa is developed into an adult and flies away, leaving the cocoon behind, the cocoon can be collected and the threads are obtained. The threads in cocoon are extremely strong. They are surprisingly as strong as steel threads. The processing of these threads further gave us silk fibers. In short, these are four development stages for life cycle of silkworm. That is the first egg come first, larva, and then followed by the pupa stage, and lastly the adult stage where its mature moth breaks the cocoon and fly away. But how and where we get these cocoons? In the forest where gives the mulberry trees are found, is there any way to get them? The silkworm reared in a special forms, and the rearing of these silkworms is a profitable for the industries and also for us. So the practicing of culturing silkworm is called sericulture.